Sorry. Be right back. I forgot to do a chore. So, give me 1 second. All right. Sorry about that. I excuse me. Was doing laundry and forgot to actually hang the laundry that I took out of the washer. I just kind of left it sitting there. So, had to fix that a little. Just a smidge. Couldn't just leave it sitting there. Do the thing with the things. That one also is real. Anyways. Okay. There. God, I have to get used to my... I've rearranged my Stream Deck a tiny bit, and now I don't know where anything is. Where am I? You. There, okay. Right, so we are once again playing Moonglow Bay tonight. I also still have my cough, which happens at the end of effectively every head cold that I have, which is always great. That's okay. Shush you up. Go into here and here and here. I've adjusted my go accelerator a little bit for my mute button to be a toggle and not a hold, because there's gonna be some coughing, probably some sneezing, occasional nose blowing. Alright, so I learned a valuable lesson the other day, which is, that's all great, that if I want to actually level up my cooking, specifically the one that I was trying to do last week with the purple fish, is I have to... Alright. Huh. Get in. Get in. Is I have to cook them one at a time. Which is ridiculous, but it is how the mechanic apparently works. So, you know, lessons learned, I guess. do I keep catching moon eels? This is ridiculous. Wait, what rod am I using? Might have to double check that in a sec. I'm set to use the poise rod, multi-lure, and I believe that that is right. Poise, and yeah, we'll spinner, but whatever, that's fine. Ooh, just made a bunch of money. Excellent. I think I just saw a car driving by on the road. There we go. That's, I think, 2 or 3. But all these other fish can get turned into other good expensive things, so. Ooh, there we go. That was a good one. Hello, go. How goes the fishing? I mean, a lot better than last time. I've already caught 5 purple fish. And I've been fishing for like 2 minutes, which is statistically an anomaly given last time's attempts. Still not like a lot of purple fish, but... At least we learned our lesson about, you know, only cooking one at a time. Which is ridiculous, I maintain. How are you, Pokemon Freak? I don't know how many purple fish I actually need to level this up. Yeah, we're gonna grind out a couple of the eel-based meals. When is that now? No inventory. 7. All right, let's try 7. Let's see where 7 gets us on the scales. Pet dog. All right. So we are going to cook steamed purpletail. Just 1. At least it's an easy meal. It's weird that the dog audio just kind of persists, though. For like a long time. Yeah. Eels in meals. And again. Jesus Christ. Okay, so, thanks for that, I guess. I probably need some kind of visual alert when that happens, huh? Ugh. Christ. It's good to know that that's gonna spook me every time. Like, yeah, it doesn't say anything, huh? It's fun. Oh, thank God. New recipe. Where is it? Pan-fried eel. Hot diggity damn. Okay. Well. Let's grind. Oh, it's so many stabs. Holy fuck. Are you serious? Oh, wow. This is brutal. Holy monkeys. Oh my God, this is obnoxious. I wonder if, like, the number of steps to make the thing tones down the number of times you have to make the meal in order to, like, go through the levels. I don't know. Sure hope so, because this is brutal. Hey, why didn't Pokemon Freak say anything after doing that alert? I don't know. I figured you had your reasons. Because it took me this long to get back into chat? Holy... Wow! Oh, right, you're watching mobile. Wow, that's brutal. Hold on. Why do I not have... Okay, so I've mastered that one. What is this called? Pan-fried eel. Okay. Crab rice, escape noisette. So if I novice that one, I'll get that. And if I advance it, I get that one. And then seared eel cutlets. Intermediate will net me that one. Okay. I guess good on them for making it available at all, but the UI is something special. Oof. Well, sorry about that, Pokemon Freak. Yikesy yikes. Alright, let's, I guess, do it again. Like, how many times do I have to cook this thing before I start to see the stars? Now I'm trying to figure out the mechanics. The button to exit an extension and go back is right under an iOS widget thing. It's oh, you could fall. So many steps. Oh my God. Also, it kills me that it has 2 washes, and a boil. Like, this is one of the longest, like, mini games of the mini game. Okay, am I gonna start to see the stars now? Why am I not seeing any of the stars? I go back in. Still nothing. Like, it does just not show me until I've at least noviced it? Is that... That's weird. If that's the case, Pokemon Break, you probably missed my entire thing of, 1, that alert spooked the hell out of me, and 2, I'm probably gonna have to put some kind of visual indicator on the stream, or else it's just gonna be seeing like a random sound just showed up. Oh, you heard it all. Oh, okay. So yeah, so you got to see the entire stream in the little picture-in-picture thing while it kicked you to another place. Okay, now does it show me? Because I saw the new recipe thing. Okay, so once you've achieved your base level, you get that. Okay, I've got that. So I've got seared eel cutlets. Wow, what? The cost is 130. The sell price is 200. That's terrible. Sound effects are just automatic to cheers. Invariable. Sorry, in other streams I partake of, sound effects are just automatic to... I don't understand what that means. Sound effects are automatic to cheers. What are cheers? In this context. Oh, it's just an alert, like, if someone gives you bits, and then it just... I get, yeah. Because I probably can't hook into the sound alerts. Like, I don't think Stream Elements will have anything specifically for sound alerts, but I could put something in for when bits are given, I guess? I don't know, some research will have to be performed. Share 100 bits and 100 bit sound amplifiers, yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying the sound alerts. I have no idea. Because, yeah, I believe I have a sound for if somebody giveth cheers directly. Doesn't vary based on number, I don't think. Guess you should have that built in. I guess we'll find out, won't we? Like I said, I've only just started kind of tinkering with it. At least I managed to figure out a sound that I would want. Or a couple sounds. Hang on. That's supposed to do something. That's definitely supposed to do something. Hold on. Give me a hot second. Yeah, no, something's wrong. Because that used to do stuff. That was just a delay? No, no, no. Something's amiss. Hold on a sec. Overlays. Alerts. Yeah. Hold on. We're going behind the scenes for a second here. New settings. Follow alert, sub, tip alert, cheer alert. Yeah. Enable, no. Okay, hold on. That's the sound that's supposed to play when I get a cheer. And it's, hold on. Preview this. Copy this overlay URL. Alerts. Okay. Okay, it's there. Hold on. Let's emulate a cheer event for a second.
My.
Okay. It has no minimum amount to do that. So why didn't that work? Because it definitely showed up that time. Hmm. How very strange. Yeah, way to go, Ashley. How very strange. Poker Freak asks, could you try and give me a single extra bit to see if that works now? And maybe it was just some weird overlay issue. You can say no, obviously. But like that is very strange. Because the emulated event definitely worked. And I can't cheer myself, unfortunately. That's so strange. Alright. Back to the fishing. Yeah, so sound alerts, I'm gonna see if I can get some kind of overlay to fire off for them. But I don't know why that bits one didn't fire. It's definitely supposed to. Back on desktop now. I think you were asking me something as I was quitting. I was asking if you could tip me one single bit, because I have no minimum to that alert. If you could be so kind, you obviously don't have to, because I am asking literally for you to give me money. But if you could, just to see if that alert works, because the emulated alert definitely worked. So I don't know why. Here's a single bit. Okay. Shit. Huh. It's not registering your donations at all. Like, if you look at the latest cheer there, it's still saying 1,000. Oh, like, from the emulated Ashley. Oh, hold on. I wonder if this is a Twitch integration issue, because I have to update my key, maybe. From, like, the massive, Twitch thingy-jiggy. Maybe I have to re-authenticate something. You're on the bit leaderboard? I should hope so. Yeah, Twitch definitely registered the bits. It's Stream Elements that didn't pick it up, which makes me think that maybe it's actually a bot issue. Which, now that I say that out loud, does kind of track. Because an emulated event would work in that event, because they're firing off the thing locally, right? It's whatever, so... Okay, hold on a hot second. How do I... re-authenticate this thing. Integrations. No. Imports. No. Security. I mean, they're good alerts, but is it chatbot? Hold on. Elements. Is it switch off? Chat commands, add new command, edit, advanced, enable the command, set. Oh, hold on. Okay, so maybe I gotta go here. Chat commands. Custom commands. Add new command. Advanced settings. Set stream elements as a moderator or editor. Oh wait, is that a thing I have to do in here? Do I have to mod stream elements in chat? Actually. Oh hey, look at that. Oh, that one's not right. Hold on, let's try. Okay. So stream elements can post in here. Huh. Mysteries go deeper. Wait, I said that? Huh. This is so weird. This is so weird. Oh well. I'll have to. Yep. So that one's not working either. So yeah, something is amiss. Yeah, maybe it's an auth token thing. If I can go live just long enough to raid you, I mean, yeah, that's an option. This is so strange. Uh, so weird. Sorry, I know this is not like the content people come here for. It's so odd. This just isn't working. Don't know what to tell you. Yes, it does include you. You count as a viewer with the raiding party. I'm almost certain that this has something to do with my integrations. Almost certain. Almost certain. Oh god. Nope. 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 Connections. Sound alerts. Crowd control. Stream elements. I could just disconnect and No, I connected it last month. So that should be fine. Well, I don't know. I'm giving up for now. Things borked, I'm gonna have to just try some stuff. I am confused, but whatever. Sounds like a problem for next week. Yeah. Honestly, it's probably just something I need to just research and do a proper Googling on in order to figure it out, because it's probably something stupid that I just don't know. Because the test ones worked, so I know it's not one of the common issues with like, oh, your resolution's all screwed up with the alert or anything like that. It's literally just not reacting to the events. So, I mean, easy option is I disconnect and reconnect it, maybe. Maybe that's enough. I just have to remember how the hell to reconnect the goddamn thing. I don't know. Where am I with this? I think I'm about to 2-star it. Which should unlock the next recipe. God, the music decided to kick back in. And... oh. Oh, I see. Alright then. We shall carry on. Gonna have to edit this video before I put up to YouTube, or I cut out that whole chunk of me trying to trying to do it live. You know, that's the content kids crave. Is trying and failing to solve technical issues whilst live. Cut it out if I'm a coward? Yes. I mean, how am I going to get those ones of views on my YouTube uploads for my VODs if I'm leaving that kind of stuff in? I think one more should do it. I think? The UI for this is not great. Anyways, I asked and you might have answered, but I didn't see it, but how are you doing over break? How was your week? You're glad it's over? Oh no, another one of those weeks? Anything else catch fire? Everything? Oh dear. That's not good. God damn, how many more of these I gotta do? The meals will continue until morale improves, I guess. Sorry, I didn't catch that one time. Anything you want to talk about vis-a-vis the week where everything went on fire, or would you rather just put it behind you? Absolutely not. Fair enough. We shall strike it from the record. Never happened. New old Pokemon's out? Oh, yeah. Brilliant whatever. And shining other one. That's the one. Yeah. The one that's the same game with a couple flags turned on and off. Mind you, I say that, I literally just described every Pokemon game. There we go. Alright. We've unlocked these 2 recipes. Can't do anything with them. So this is seared eel cutlets. What does that unlock? Seared eel cutlets. Intermediate mastery will give me the hot smoked fish with bacon and apple. Turns out when they said they were going to remake the original Diamond and Pearl, they meant it a lot more literally than... what does that mean? That's a weird, menacing way of putting that. Do I feel like actually doing the... Is it intermediate, right? Not full mastery? Hold on. Let me just double check something. Novice, advanced. So it said intermediate, so I don't have to master this one. Okay. It's the same amount of steps. Ooh, I have to double wash the rice, though. We didn't trust ourselves with that first wash, which does make this that much more irritating of a recipe. Well, the other remakes, Fire Red, Heart Gold, Omega Ruby, blah blah blah, basically took the old games and added new mechanics. Diamond and Pearl basically have all the mechanics already, so there's not much to update. Okay. It's a graphic polish for sure, but it's not inspiring just yet. No. You're 45 minutes in. Ah, no, who knows? It may still surprise you. But I mean, I don't know what people really expect. Didn't they also add the ability to alter your avatar more or something like that? So, I mean, that's something, I guess. I'm gonna unlock this recipe, and then I'm just going to mass produce eel meals. Meals? No, you're right, meals. We went over it. So I kind of like the M apostrophe option. Meals. So what is it to master a dish? Is it 12 total? I think it's like 4 per level. I think it was 9 per level, or to master the thing. Advanced mastery is 9 total. Okay, all right. Ooh, it's a finger. Yes, that's number 2. I should probably go the who's Majigi? The uh-oh. Uh-oh. Cool, so I just crashed the game. Which means I just lost all that progress. Yep. Everything I just did. I was too fast rewashing the rice. And the UI just pooped. Plus, I know I only need to catch 3 purple fish. Excuse me? Get in here. How dare you? One. 2, 3. Perfect. Away we go. My pet dog. Can I talk to daughter? Okay. Alright. Alright. Fine. Oh, this feels bad. Yep, cook another one. Love a good softlock. They're the best kind. Softlocks somehow make you feel more impotent than a hard crash. It's like with a hard crash, you're like, well, I don't know what I did, but the game obviously failed. But with a softlock, you have that moment of like, wait, did I do that? No. Alright, on to the next recipe. Oh, I have no money because today the game has decided not to sell my food early like it did the last time. Wasn't it? So now we gotta wait. Okay. Well, what did I do? Is it gonna happen again? Survivor's Guild. Exactly. So actually, I want to go in here. Time passes when I'm in the building? No, it does not. Okay, so we have to wait outside. I'm gonna take this opportunity to blow my nose. I could fish more, I guess. But I don't want to. How does one get a scooter? Like, how do I scooter? Oh! Aw, hell yeah. Fuck you, old man. Can't stop me. Go where I want. This is too much freedom for a scooter. There we go. Alright. Let's drive back. First you scoot, and then you error. Softlock detected. Alright. Time to recook garbage. So I needed... That was novice and advanced. So I need to cook like somewhere around 8 of these. Okay. This is so maddening to me. Don't you whistle. We're mad. We're disappointed. Don't you be jolly? Dare I say jauntish? Jauntish? That's not a word. Jaunty? That's what I was going for. One. Well, I was hoping to get through this eel stuff and then go for the plot some. But given I just lost a chunk, a big old chunk of time to fish, or eel, I guess specifically. I don't know if we're gonna get to that tonight. Yes, to bullshit, yes. Should actually clip that and send it to the devs. I'm in the Discord. Look what you did. Odds are good that they didn't know. I mean, I don't know. They might not. It's another data point. Perhaps it's on their list of things to fix, but they're like, well, only a couple people have run into this. No. Prioritization of bugs. Okay, so that should get us to novice. Wait, what? So 3 more should get us the advanced. At least at the end of this, I'll be able to sell a bunch of it. Like, at least I'll make some money. And because I'm not just, like, sandbagging the games, I should get decent money out of them. That seems to be the thing with these bigger ones, is they have a higher investment, and, like, this one, I think, takes 130 bucks and sells for 200, which seems bad. But I believe the, like, amplifier of it being like a 3-star meal makes its kind of high-end price actually a lot higher. Which brings up another interesting thought of when you get the opportunity to auto cook these things, what quality do you end up getting at? Do you get it at that list price, or do you get it as a 3-star and like reap the benefits? Or is that only something you get if you manually prepare the food? I don't know. I would like to think that you would just prepare it good and get the bonuses. But it kind of seems like the kind of BS thing that this game would do. It's like, no, if you're just on autopilot, you're not going to be putting in the love and care that would require you to 3-star it. I mean, there is a way to test it, right? I could master one of these meals, and then, you know, make one manually, and then auto-prep one and see if it stacks or not. Because it won't stack the foods if they are different rankings. In Fantasy Life, autocraft means you did it competently and no more. Yeah. That's my wonder too. Like, if you autocraft it, what you get is you are exchanging the bonus cost for the saved time. Which for certain meals makes perfect sense. Ones that have like low investment and high like output, they're just like, yeah, sure, whatever, I'm not gonna get oodles of extra money, but I built them all in like a couple clicks, and that time saving is worth the offset in what you would make in money. Also, wait, what is Fantasy Life? Why does that name ring a bell to me? Okay, so 7 doesn't do it. You mentioned it most streams of the game. That would do it. Okay, so 6 doesn't get you the advanced. Or intermediate? No, that would give me intermediate. Advanced is the whole, is the 8 or the 9 or whatever. But yeah, okay, so you've mentioned this game multiple times. But, like, what was it? Because when you say Fantasy Life, my brain instantly, like, translates that to Second Life. But also Harvest Moon. But I don't know if it's actually either of those things. It's neither of those things. Okay. So what then is it? Are there parallels to compare it to, or is it its own thing? It's an action RPG for the 3DS where you basically take on different classes or lives, which are basically gathering crafting roles for MMORPGs. Okay. So, like, you can be a woodcutter, and you have a skill tree to cut down different types of woods at increasing difficulties, right? And you can become a carpenter to craft stuff from the wood, alright? And is there a narrative to the game, or is this an MMO thing? Because that basically just sounds like most MMO skill tree kind of things. Single player, and there is narrative. Ah, alright. And the narrative was the same regardless of what kind of class you picked? Or is that class tree thing kind of separate from the action RPG aspect to it? This we're back to almost where we were when we screwed up the game somehow. What? Oh, because I screwed up that one day and make it a 3-star. Oh, god damn it. The reason I keep mentioning it is because the crafting system is basically the same as this game. Minigames done in sequence with the performance translating into quality. Though, it also has a time element where you have a limited time to do the whole process. Anyways, Fantasy Life is one of my favorite games for the 3DS. Fair enough. I had never heard of it. And I kind of feel like I missed out. So is there also like a parallel like combat element to it? Like the crafting is like a secondary thing you get to just do for your life? Oh, there's combat-oriented lives. Oh, so not all of them are combat-oriented. Like there's lives, the entire lives that are just the mini-game grind. Oh, that's neat. And do you have to go through all of the lives? And like, to get like the true ending or whatever? If you don't want to do combat, you can hire party members to do it for you. Oh, that's fun. Like, party members that were other lives? I'm trying to understand the lives thing. Like, is it... So, like, every time you play through different lives, they become people, like, I don't know, in this village or whatever? There we go. Okay, so now we have unlocked this one. And then... that to unlock this, we need intermediate of this. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is save. No, there's just people who choose to become a soldier or a paladin or whatever. Everyone just picks a life when they grow up. Huh. So, the game has replayability in the idea of, like, every time you start a new run of the game, you can pick a different life. And then it plays out. You can switch lives at any point. Oh. So can you master every life? Like you're saying you can switch your life or class at any point. It takes a while, but you can do it. Like it's not like mastering thing also, because you said the game has a time element. It's not like it consumes your entire life. You could, if you so wanted to, put down the main story and then like spend, I don't know, it's a grind-based RPG game, so let's say 120 hours to master every possible life, and then you can just grab whatever class you want to go through whatever the rest of the actual narrative is. Okay, so how many of these are we gonna need for an intermediate? I assume 6, like 3-star items. Could be 6, it could be 5. I don't know. It's trying to screw it up again. Game writ large does not have an overarching time limit. Okay, so yeah, you can. Oops, shit. You can master everything before completing the game, should you choose to do so. Okay, interesting. I have 2 of those, that's so... The 3? This is about where we got last time. I think I crashed into the 3rd one. You have to progress the story to unlock new areas with higher level stuff too. Right. Basically, I guess what I would, how I would qualify it if I was sucking the joy out of it, just to talk like min-maxing. You could get to like the final dungeon area or whatever you want to qualify it as, and before doing final boss stuff, just go and master everything. You know, finish your side quests. In this case, side quests become Master Baker, Carpenter, Paladin, Lord knows what other classes the game had. And then be like, then you just stroll up to the end boss and be like, hi, would you like the world's best focaccia? And also my, like, unparalleled stab technique simultaneously? basically sit at this perfectly honed dining set that I brought with me for just such the occasion. How many classes are in the game? Over 16. Oof. How long would that take? How long does it take to do all of that? Like, how long does it take to, like, master one class? A while. What a concerningly nebulous answer. Okay, there's 4 of those. There are no 100% runs on speedruns? Oh, you're wrong. Are there? Oh, Lord. This is going to be a terrifying number, isn't it? I'm going to guess to 100% a game like that. I'm going to say... I feel like it's getting into Persona levels. So I'm going to say like 140 hours? Close? 150? 153. Final answer. Number 2 is 145. Oh, okay. So number 1's like either just under or just over. 121. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's... Damn it. That was Persona levels of content. How many of these I have to cook? Done 5. It includes the DLC stuff, which basically adds new ranks to all the lives above the old maximum, and it's super grindy. Ew. It's like the non-combative equivalent of a bullet sponge. It's just like prestige class for those kinds of things. Speaking of prestige class for things, I was sick of this week, which means I didn't do a lot of streaming, but did offer me the opportunity to watch a lot more Desert Bus than I typically got away with in a given year. And boy howdy, was there some above and beyond with the stuff you could get through the Desert Bus giveaways and everything today. I mean, first and foremost, like, we want to talk prestige class. This was 15 years they've been doing it now, and even when things are breaking, have they got things down to an absolute science? How much? So, how much Desert Bus is actually Desert Bus? Fair question. The Desert Bus is always running. You can see it in the little corner, like in the bottom right. Like someone is always piling the bus. Like that is a thing that is happening. And okay, there are occasional updates from like drivers when they actually like get points or manage to pull a bus stop, or when they crash, or you know, stuff like that. Like it is always kind of there, but yeah, it is very little of it is actually like focused upon the Desert Bus game itself. Desert Bus, like the bulk of it is like the various personalities. Hold on a second, I can't talk and do this at the same time. Yeah. Is the various personalities, and they do like what they qualify as like busking. So people submit challenges to them that they perform for, you know, in exchange for donations and stuff like that. They also have their own things that they bring to the table. Like, it was actually very refreshing every morning to be able to watch the coffee pong competition that Alpha Flight, which is one of the four shifts, do. They weren't able to really do coffee pong properly last year because of obvious reasons, but this year they figured it out. So like every morning I got to watch people playing coffee pong, which was a lot of fun. The afternoon shift, Alpha Flight, it's Dawn Guard does the coffee pong. Alpha Flight's the noontime stuff. For me anyways. They had like a 5-day RPG thing where everyone, like each player got to be a DM different part of the day, but it was one kind of overarching narrative, which I thought was quite interesting. Night Guard was just really weird because Night Guard is always weird, and they were entirely TNG themed this year. Is coffee pong like beer pong? It is exactly like that, except instead of beer, it is coffee, because it's taking place at like 6 in the morning. 6 in the morning their time. Sounds even more dangerous. There's only a not even like an inch of coffee in the cups. Like overall, balls. There we go. Overall, they're probably only drinking like a cup to a cup and a half of coffee, I think. Oh my god. Okay, I guess we're just... Oh my god, this requires a lot more. This is just a tougher meal to do. Like I've done 8 of these and I've only just, like I'm not even at intermediate yet. Yikes. The tougher meals are harder to level. Who knew? But yeah, so they do a lot of the entertaining. That it's much more like watching an extremely long skit show, a week-long skit show, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. That is, or it has like silent auctions and live auctions kind of interspersed, as well as giveaways and contests, like our contests and stuff like that, to get audience participation. Boy howdy, did things happen this year. And I got to actually be witness to them, a couple of them this time around. So last year they gave away a life-size metal like replica Master Sword, and it made like $60,000 in raised money in the giveaway. It's kind of goofy. This year, they had a Buster Sword, vis-a-vis Final Fantasy VII. That was, there we go. There we are. There we go. Can't even make it yet. What's this hot smoke? Nothing's gonna need that though. That's a top tier meal that we have now unlocked. Master Sword is a priceless artifact if you can. 60k sounds like a bargain. Yeah. You can actually, if you so wanted to, buy a DIY Master Sword kit from these people. It costs $1,200, and there is assembly required. But you could get one if you want to. But anyways, they had a life-size Buster Sword this year. Like literally, it's the sword is like a 5-foot sword made of steel, came with insertable materia, and weighed like 50-something pounds. That sword raised $110,000. So like not an insignificant amount of money was raised with that. So what should I just make with all these eels? All these eels. Oh, that's not even a fit. All right, here we go. I can only, oh, because it costs money. I can only make 6 of them. What? Okay, well, whatever. That's because I've run out of money making all these prefab meals that have expensive ingredients. But yeah, the Busters, like, so they raised, as of noon our time, at the end of, so they had the shift split up this year. They had some people in studio and some people remote to, you know, limit COVID stuff. And to work within guidelines. So on the dawn of the final day, all the 2 remote teams came together and did what they call Omega Shift, but they called it the Home Mega Shift because everyone was at their home. And they actually managed to crest $1 million raised in this run at that point in time, which is bonkers. And then in Omega Shift, and like the Studio Mega Shift, they raised an additional, I think, like almost $200,000 for that final thing. It was kind of bananas to behold. And all that to say, I can't remember how we got into this topic. Consummate professionals, I guess, it was kind of where we were. There we go. But, yeah, my being sick actually allowed me to watch a lot more of that, which I'm very, very grateful for. Can't sell those 3. Those are garbage. There's those. Those are also garbage. Those are not worth making. Pan-fried eel might actually be the better option. Okay, so I've got a bunch of stuff I can sell there. So how do I convince, now that we've done some plot stuff. So, hey, you. Oh, this is urgent. Where can he be? Uh-oh. Sounds like a crowd down by the beach. Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, there's a bunch of oil. That's just real bad. And people are scared. Because a giant Kraken is destroying things. What's going on? See it? Yeah, kinda do. There's no way to attack a fish like this. We gotta find Cloud right now. Just took the last train to where? It was time Oh, that's begun to flow. There you go, yeah. That was a bunch of tasks that finished and... Okay, you want the blizzard fish. I still don't know what to do with the Song of the Sea thing. I have no idea what to do with this one. It's just sitting there. Open the door. Okay. Good task. A+. Which door? That one, I guess. Nothing yet. See, you learn nothing. Excuse me? What? Piss off, I just spent all morning cooking. I'm tired. What setback or Garthomia you treat into your shell? Setback, the bay's pitch black. How am I supposed to see the fish? You're not defined by a single activity, you know. Let's do something with the day. Ugh. Must we? Okay, fine. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Wait, what am I supposed to do now? Oh, go talk to people. Okay, I'll go talk to people. Okay, talk to you. Bartholomew! Hello, Akio. Life and soul as ever. Don't have anything new for you today. Shame too, things were picking up before the great inking. All anyone asks for now is nets. Uh-huh. No, it makes perfect sense. If you can't see the fish, you just throw nets at them. Okay, so these ones don't fill it the same way either. Alright, who is next? Sarah and Marina. Oh, okay. You get extra pair of hands. Okay. I could use an extra pair of everything. In the endless boat repairs, lures, and the new lighthouse, fishing is impossible, but everyone's desperate to get out of the water. For what? Okay. Alright. Then... Hello. Bartholomew, where have you been? And never thank you for rescuing my darling Olivia from the clutches of her evil research. Recent rescue is a stretch. I practically had to drag her. How's your research coming along? Well, the ink isn't affecting the marine life, major plus, and after a few days it congeals into clumps. It can't be sieved out with nets, should eventually disperse, assuming the torrent ever stops. Okay, so everyone's getting nets. And Abby at the beach. Which just sounds like a band name. Alright. Been a tough few days. For a while I thought I was making a difference. How's the shop? Busy. There's a new craze in town. Nets. Take a look. Yeah, people are just trolling with nets. Just like extremely bad fishing practices, but whatever. Like that for days. It's hopeless. The ink's still coming. That'll keep cleaning. Zemo Pal, you've created something worth saving. Oh, good. The people are getting rid of ink. Oh, that's much better than my assumption. Clouds returned. Oh, yeah? Time to go kick his teeth in. Got a pet dog? Pet dog. Think I can ride the scooter up there? Alright, hey Jagoff. My wife, Phyllis, first discovered the route through the caverns. And on the other side was the most beautiful... Oh, hey, that one worked.
PKMNFRK gifted a tier 1 sub to you, BBY.
Oh, what? What?
Here's a bit.
Oh my god, are these just coming through now? Oh my god. Wait, hold on. Did you wait. Oh my god, you didn't just do those. That's stream elements. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, mystery solved. I'm assuming that's more of a stream elements issue at that point then. Oh boy.
Sick fish bro.
Alright, let's see how long it takes for that 99 and the ones to show up. Oh, there we go. So they were backed up, I guess. Alright. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, thanks for the raid, Pokemon Freak. God damn it. Okay, I don't even know what those are. Are you playing sound events now? Is that what that is? Oh no. Oh no. Well, here we are now. This is our life. And on the other side was the most beautiful glacial grotto. Oh my god. And the most enormous squid we've ever seen. The whole place was completely untouched, so we kept it a secret and only visited together for our whole lives. This is a hell of our own making. Yeah. A while after she passed away, I went back. A company in Moss Creek had been throwing garbage from the cliffs. The squid was caught up in distress and created a whole river of ink. I diverted the torrent, protected the bay, but in the process, I ruined the grotto. I destroyed my wife's favorite place in order to save Moonglow Bay, only to watch the entire town fall to panic, rumors, and ruin. Tell me, Gartholomew, why should anyone save a town that refuses to save itself? I mean, the dude's got a point. Literally no one here is doing anything for themselves. They're learning, Claude. They can change. Three caverns, the three cavern levers operate combination lock. They add up to 11 ticks. The second lever is the odd one out. It's one tick fewer than the other two. That's the secret that will get you into the grotto. Cool. What lever? Well, thank you for showing them the way. Okay. Where'd you go these last few days? Moss Creek. Gave them a piece of my mind. I like the new train station, by the way. Quality drainage. Take care, Claude. What could that combination possibly be? I don't know. Let's repair the lighthouse. There you go. Beautiful lighthouse. I still got a bunch of stuff in here to sell. Oodles of money in the making. So I'm gonna swing over here real quick if I can. Go over here. Take my time, there's nothing left. Bam. Boom. Alright. I can now make maximum batch items. Hey, Poker Freak, could you be a doll and look up what the hell I'm supposed to do with the Song of the Sea thing? Because it says speak to Rose, and I've done that. I don't know what stupid thing I'm supposed to do to make it go. For 50, so for 191. We got 85, 85, 85, 155, 30. That's pretty good. 110. They were promised not to use that expression ever again. What, be a doll? Fair enough. Let me know if you need the actual quest title again. You have good news and bad news. Okay. I don't like where this is going. Is it a bug quest? Okay, I am waiting. Did you... Hold on. Did you do the gazebo? Define do, as in upgrade it? Like, did I restore the gazebo? Yes? I think so. I mean... I don't know for certain. I can go look. These bad boys. No, that's not what I want to do. There we go. Alright. Old person on a scooter, get out of the way. Where the hell's the gazebo? Somewhere. Nope. Over here. Alright, there's your gazebo. Freshly restored. Okay. Ghosts. That's the big plot twist. This town is full of ghosts. Okay, hi. Hold on. Hello. Back to you. Well, you know what? Let's check the investment rewards. Okay, no, never mind. I guess we have to do everything tomorrow. You'll post that there. Alright, I'll read that in a second. I'm going to go back and I'm going to save. By save, I mean sleep. Which is, you know, ostensibly the same thing. Morning. Okay. So, walking from the aquarium to the gazebo to speak to Rose actually gave me the mission complete. Though I'm trying to go back to my house from the gazebo, and probably seems to be a dog that should have happened early in the mission. The mission got re-triggered, and I have to talk to Rose again. Oh, wow, I have $11,000. Excellent. Alright, let's see. So maybe it's already done, but maybe. Okay, let's... Bunch of these. Yeah, these were big money makers. As long as I 3-star them, they're pretty good. Alright, this one had, like, the many chops, right? Oh no, it's just at 6. Okay, that's not so bad. Can't remember which one gave me, like, 9 chops, which was excessive, in my opinion. You know, I'm gonna be right back. I need to go to the washroom. Hold on a second. Oh god, no mute excursion hole. Sorry. Can you even hear anything, actually? Like... Seems like it's both not done and also impossible. Oh no! Are you telling me I have yet another softlock? That's not what I want to hear. Not really? What do you mean? If it's impossible to complete, then the quest is softlocked, is it not? Oh, can you hear anything? Not really. Oh. There's another quest that's supposed to trigger in tandem, but you approached it wrong and now you're hosed? Oh, what? That's some bullshit. Wait, what was the other quest I was supposed to approach in tandem with it that I got wrong? Oh, did I find out the source of the thing first? Is that the problem? I was supposed to talk to her at the gazebo prior to finding the source. Because they both wanted to know about the source of it. If I'm going to speak to Shizuku before the Song of the Sea, consider the later bug forever. Yeah, okay, which is exactly what I did. Cool. Cool and good. Fantastic. Excellent. Hi, T3. Turns out Everspace 2 has a bug where no shield is counted as full shield. Or a 30% damage bonus provided you don't pick up any energy orbs. Neat. You're super tired after failing today's class. I'm almost out of water. How do you know you failed it? Because the code didn't work? Oh, well. Yeah. I mean, that's a measure. It's not Python. It's not Java. Okay. It's Jython? I don't know what that is. Is that a real thing? Like, is that a real language? I don't know. There's so many now these days, I have no idea. Python, but written in Java? I don't understand. Why would you do that? Like, what is the use case for that? Like, is it a Java, I don't know, applet, bean? What are they on these days? That compiles a Python script to run? Or... all I know is that Ghidra uses it? I don't even know what Ghidra is. I don't know nothing about nothing anymore. Which honestly is kind of freeing. Isn't that a monster from a Godzilla movie? Yes. It is definitely that. Oh, look at that. A perfect 20. Fantastic. And I'm rid of all my eels for the time being. I've turned my eels into money. Python script? It's sort of like Python, but not really. If you've written Python, it shouldn't be a problem unless it is. Oh boy. That sounds bad. Why are you learning this? Like, everything I've learned about your course feels like it's trying its best to throw you the most obtuse everything. I don't know why. Hang on, this website has literally no information other than the API docs. What is it? It's a reverse engineering tool developed by the NSA. Am I okay? No, I'm still sick. When I get a cold, that lasts or goes to a certain degree, after the whole snotty phase, my body does this thing where it wants to evacuate everything as hard as it can. So I end up with a real rad cough. No, I definitely want to put all 60. I'm glad I have to do this one click at a time. Yeah, my kids gave me a head cold, so. Okay, I've got $2,400. Can I buy? I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to buy. Okay. Restoration. Lizardfish. So I've got the sonar. Sonar booster. Okay, I've already bought the sonar booster. Okay, so we can just invest in the town for the moment. What is this? 1,500? Boom. There we go. So, FYI, 95% of the Moonglow Bay subreddit is people complaining about the bugs. I mean, I would expect no less from a video game subreddit. So let's go see if I've unlocked whatever I can get at 30,000 yet. I don't know how much money I've put into it. Do I still have to get your signature? What is it you like? Clam chowder, right? I don't know how to make that yet. The other 5% of people ask for help with the lightning fish. Yeah. Gidger used Java. For some reason they decided to make Java like language for scripting tools, and they made their own functions, but okay. That looks like a full bar. What? Oh my god, I have to invest in like one more thing. Okay. That one's stuck forever. That guy wants a cool fish. What is it he wanted? Oh, there's an objective down there. What's that? Hold on. Did I get the extra vending machines? Yes, I did. Oh, it's you. Scrap piles? What? Sorry, what? Okay. But yes, I did get the extra vending machines. Why do you ask? The hard part is that looking for a Jython on the internet because it runs differently than Python is absolutely nothing. Yeah, because Jython sounds absolutely made up and garbage. Okay. Where's the other one? The other one is way up the mountain on high. Of course. Of course. Okay, well, let's, I just got $17,000. There we go. Oh boy, I installed lanterns. Woohoo. Not like stairs or anything. It's so stupid you can't make it up. Oh, I mean, it's stupid enough that you could make up. That's why it sounds made up. I think it's this way. Somewhere around here. I goofed up. It's over here. Well, since I'm here. There you go. Here's your whatever this is going to be. I'm not even looking at what the labels are anymore. Just throw money at the problem. Yeah, that probably gets me my 30,000. I've never heard of Jython before in my life, and I'm interested in... Yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. Oh, God. Is there any additional garbage for this thing up here that I need to do? Oh, that's just him. Okay. Oh, the clock works. That's neat. Okay. Go all this way to part of the map I've never seen before. Grab this. Alright, so you found them. What's this? Your old Rex out there need hauling for spare parts. I won't have another window for weeks.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright. So, alright, we just picked up more side questing. Hooray. I guess. Alright, let's fix up more town. Yeah, thanks for, once again, doing my job for me. Okay. What is left to fix in this town? Oh yeah, there's this stupid statue back here. This thing. And it was like many thousands of dollars, yeah. Okay. So that's done. What is left? Did that. Did that. That. Go up here. Oh, got something up here to do. Job's done. Reload. Alright, there's some benches. Yeah, these trees. $5,000 dues. Pitch perfect every time. What, you my impersonate or my that voice? 1,500. Job's done. Played a lot of Warcraft. Alright. Have I fixed the whole town yet? I don't think I have. There's something still outstanding. I don't know what, but there's something. Fix all these houses. We fix these houses. Oh, this one. Here we go. This looks busted. $500. Hot diggity. Okay, at the very least, surely I have unlocked whatever I was supposed to get at level 30, which seemed good. Oh, I still gotta make lobster for that, dude. Okay. There we go. Your reward is line fishing equipment. This will allow you to catch up to 5 small fish at once. Oh, good lord. One milestone left. And that's fix everything else. It's a shame you're terrible at like RTS games. I mean, they take a certain brain to be really good at them. I can play them, but I'm not good at them. I can get through them. What the hell is left to repair? Seriously, what is left to repair? There's got to be something I missed. Maybe something over on the southern shore? Have I sold all of my stuff? Yes, I have. Okay, no more money for today, so I might not even be able to do whatever it is. It's out here. Something out here. No. I don't know what I have left to invest in. This is very frustrating. Trees are fixed. Trains are fixed. I did all the lighthouse stuff, right? Left up here. Yeah. Did I miss a beach upgrade? Oh. It's not even that I can necessarily do it right now, but I gotta find where this upgrade is so I know where to go next time. I think all the houses are done. Okay, seriously, what the hell? What is left to upgrade? Oh, there it is. Oh no, that one's done. Is there something up the hill? The final upgrade is a donation to the mayor's campaign fund. Seriously? Honest to goodness, that's what it is? No, that's a joke? Oh. I'll do like, well, yeah, I am doing all the exploration on Foot Lake Jump, you're right. Hey, you! Oh, yeah, you just care about your fucking clam chowder. Oh my god, what the hell is left to fix? Seriously. I done fixed all the things. Oh. Just wasn't showing the prompt. No, I'm pretty sure it would. But who knows? Okay, tell me about the Kraken. Wait, we've already done this event. Okay, great. Cool. I mean, everyone's houses look baller. Is there something up here? Some other thing up here I missed? Okay. Hold on. I'm just gonna look up the list of restorations. Town renovation guide. Alright, what do we got? Yeah. That guide is garbage. Thank you. Oh, hold on. Maybe I've done everything and I just need to go to the library now? Possibly. Like, it just didn't give me a, hey, you've restored everything achievement. Alright. Of course, the library is closed right now because it's 2 in the morning. Fun fact, this thing has, like, sort of tank controls. There's more story progression. Oh no, do I have to do story in order to make it? Okay. Well, let's... God. Alright, well, let's do sleepies. Start day off. That dog. Very important. Okay, so what do I got here? There's find Rex. Blizzard fish. What the hell's the blizzard fish again? Fishing into the ocean. So I probably have to fish that up from ice fishing. That one's stuck forever. Gotta find the grotto. Okay, well. We'll just hang out here until Chappie comes out so we can check the library and see what's happening. And if not, then I don't know. So we go do something in here, I guess. What was that fish that you wanted? Lizard fish. Do I know what a blizzard fish is? No. Cool. Hey, chump. Oh my god. Dog, move out of the way. Nope. Alright. Okay, let's go on our boat. Scoot on out to the objectives, and then we will probably call it there. Where are we going? Scooting around. We're going up the Shattered Trench. Okay, so... Out that way. Yeah, we've already done this. Cool. Excellent. Great. Peak gaming. Let's just scoot on up. Scoot extremely slowly. I think it looks to be coming from up there. Oh. That one a weird color. Oh, Kraken Cove. Oh, I'm so glad I bounced so hard off of that. Secret of the cavern, only Claude knows. And yeah. No, we've got... Wait, what? Oh god, did I just get another forever stuck in my quest thing? There's another cave, let's see. I mean, there's this thing over here. How do I get up there? So there's that thing. Oh, I guess I can get up to that building? Maybe? Question mark? Oh yeah, looks like I might be able to do that. I go up this way. Aha! Okay. Okay, so it looks like there's caves up yonder. Let's go with the far one first. Why not? You go with the shack? I don't think so. I couldn't do anything with the shack. Oh, cool. I can just stand in this, huh? This seems fine. Okay. Oh boy. This camera, though. Holy fuck. Excuse me? Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. Wow. I didn't get the lens of truth? Yeah, I did, didn't I? That was the advanced scanner G. Or can I not do them right now? I need to go literally do all those other side quests that people want to give me shit. Okay, I'm going like the opposite direction where I need to go here. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Okay. Okay. So this way? This way. Okay. Oh, please let me down. Jesus Christ. That's a door. Okay. Hey, look, it's the... How did I even get to the wrong side? Oh, right. This. Okay. That tunnel is extremely cursed. Let's try a different tunnel. Here we go. Other cave hole. Okay. If you're gonna say ticks, you shouldn't have tick sounds for both directions. Okay. Let's find the Kraken. Okay. Zelda jingle. I just want to point out, I got into this goddamn cave the alternate way. All this trash. What has the Monster Creek been doing? God say diverted the river of ink to save the town. Uh-huh. Alright. Use our net. Oh, he's so sad. I got this. Don't worry, I can haul literally hundreds of pounds of fish in. This is no problem. Cool. I like how this is a boss fight, but it's not really a boss fight. I think this is kind of cute. You're waiting for the drop? Yeah, me too. Because so far this is just whatever. Ah, there we go. Something just happened. Cool. How big is the debris? Oh. The debris is kind of large. Nope, bad. Okay, you asshole, you nearly killed my dog. How dare you? What if you can actually get hit? I mean, probably. Okay, so is that one? Yep. Dog still okay? Dog's still okay. I mean, it's a lot less menacing if all of the debris falls down. It's like, what you gonna do now, huh? Once again with the absolute banger music. Oh cool, that one just didn't count. Oh yeah, just a little bit of frames tonight. For now. Alright. Oh, hold on. That's new. Oh, he smashes them so you can make more. Okay. There. I cleaned up your garbage.
Huh.
Yeah, Gartholomew, the squid and the cove are finally safe. You should say something. Mark the moment. My butt's numb. Really? What's this doing in the garbage? Didn't Olivia say she'd lost some equipment? Oops, you know, I completely forgot. Best not to mention that part. Let's get back to her. Alright. Alright. So, that dude just cool now? Alright. It kind of blows my mind that there was an entire alternate way to get into this cove that has no bearing on the game whatsoever. It doesn't even work if you use it. It's kind of wild. Magically cleaned up all the ink? Yeah. Ink's cleared, you're both still standing. Guess you had a little luck. More than a little. We found your thing. Yay! We're just got a whole stack of them, but they are expensive.
What?
Alright. The imaging project sold years ago. Okay, that's gonna be all those things. Like all of these doohickeys. I'm gonna have to restore all of them, aren't I? That's... is that what you were referring to? Over with, like, additional things to pay to restore? Yeah. Sounds likely. Yeah. Multi-lure. Let's do some multi-fishing. I don't remember how to do this, actually. Shit. Okay, so nope, not that one. No, sorry, strike. Okay, nope. I don't remember the commands. Oh, not that one. I don't know what key I'm supposed to hit. I'm hitting all the keys. No, first you have to, like, land it. There we go. I probably need bait before I do any of that. I'm probably not going to catch anything fun. Run over the seal. Okay, so yeah, we can talk to her. Rip seal. Alright, let's go fish up that first wreck, and so we can go back to town. Just knock them both out. It's already midnight, which means it's time for me to go to bed. So I don't get to sleep in tomorrow. Going to IKEA. Gonna buy some bullshit. Maybe get a hot dog, even though it's gonna be like 10 in the morning. God, it's all the way up here, huh? Still don't know what that noise is. I hear occasionally. That.
Oh.
Hooray! Are you gonna tell me where the other ones are? Yeah, there's one up there. Wasn't there one in here? But you know what? We're just gonna call it here. All right. Okay, well, despite like a half-hour setback, we have defeated yet another boss. Unlocked eel recipes, so at least I have something useful to do with eels. And have restored up to now as much of the town as I can, which, right. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me tonight. Monday's gonna be a new game. I don't know what it's gonna be. I did some of it twice, indeed. Yeah, Monday, I don't know what it's gonna be yet. It's been a while since I played a point and click, a traditional point and click, so I will dig one up from the pile, and we'll start a new one. So, that's gonna be that, and then still have to finish off Everspace as well. Ow, we'll figure it out. But yeah, that is gonna do it for me tonight. So, as always, thank you for watching. Until next time, stay safe, have fun, wear your goddamn mask, schedule your vaccination. I know you can, and I will see you later.